Hello everybody, this is gonna be my final episode review on the Brynhildr In The Darkness. Oh my gosh, this episode went wild with me. If you guys saw the if you guys saw my live reaction, I mean that is one crazed up thing I ever saw. Like, I felt kind of rushed in it. I felt kind of rushed. I felt kind of rushed. I'm not gonna lie about that. You know. I felt kind of rushed that day. I mean, today. I mean, I'm like kind of lost a bit right now, you know. But, you know, it's just what it is, you know. And I can't wait to talk about it. I mean, if you saw my live reaction, then that is one crazed up episode I ever seen. But that ending right there, oh my god, it's like sour sweet, but it killed me inside really badly. It killed me really badly. Alright, for anything else, let's get started. Alright, at the beginning, like, the group knows that Hexadren's fine. I don't know what they are, you know. They are like, they end up, doing, sorry. They end up giving up, and Ryota, Kazumi, and Kuroneko decide to go to the facility by themselves, and they manage to get there. They knock up Ryota, saying like, "Sorry, we can't let you risk your life or something." And we see Katori in the end with these kinds of ugly arachnid arms or something behind her neck, and Katori says, "If there's anything I can do," she ejected herself. You know, I'm like, oh man, that is pretty that's pretty, no, and Ryota wakes up. Later on, like, Kuroneko and Kazumi goes to, ends up going somewhere and trying to, find Katori, but they find the Valkyria and Chisato there. By that time, like, they end up realizing that Katori died, and that, let's see here, I don't know. Chisato says, well, she's dead. She ejected herself. There's no point now. And then he ordered the Valkyria to get rid of Kuroneko and Kazumi. And Valkyria knocked out Kuroneko, and then she blasted Kazumi. And by that time, Ryota wakes up, enters the building, goes into the room where Katori is, and she melted, you know. And she tells him, "Please stop my brother. I'm his little sister. Don't hurt any more people. Tell him that I said that." And Ryota broke down hella bad, and that killed me on the inside. I'm not gonna lie. It killed me on the inside. And later, for a while, like, I don't know, really, you know, I don't know what's gonna happen, but yeah, but man, I'm sorry, I'm mixed up in these emotions right now that I can't seem to talk very well. And Valkyria was carrying Kuroneko and says that I can't kill my own little sister, you know, that kind of thing. She ends up piggybacking her, and then later on, like, Chisato says, "I told you to get rid of her. Just put her down. I'm gonna eject her." And the Valkyria was very reluctant, tearing up, and Ryota said, and Chisato did mention, like, she doesn't deserve to live, and Ryota comes in, kicks Chisato right in the gut, right in the face, and says, "You're the one that doesn't deserve to live. You killed pointless lives. What the hell's your problem?" And, you know, Chisato says, "I killed a lot of lives, you know, women's lives." I'm like, what the hell is your issue, man? And before Ryota could get any further, Ryota ends up being freezed in midair, you know, that kind of thing. And then there was a scene where Kana-chan says, "Oh no, she's gonna die too. Quickly, eject something," you know. And I think the shadow was like Hana-chan. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. If you guys saw my live reaction, oh my gosh, that was like crazed up thing. And before Kuroneko wanted to push the thing behind her back to release her true strength, you know. But before she could get hurt, Kana-chan comes in running, and she can actually move, but at the same time, she loses her ability of foresight. And I go like, oh dear me, that is like crazed up right now, you know. And later, Kuroneko pushes the button, and her true power is finally released. And before then, the Valkyria gets blasted away, and Kuroneko remembers everything. Oh my gosh, thank goodness, she remembers everything, like everything. And by that time, like yeah, that was about it, and so forth. And by that time, like the powers gets like sealed off, because like one boy is sealing off the powers of the Valkyria and Kuroneko, and so far Chisato decides to protect the Valkyria from being shot at, and so forth. And that's just crazy stuff right there. He says he despises a human heart, and he despises humans, he dies, and the Valkyria went into madness, about to activate her antimatter ability, you know? And then by that time, Kuroneko activates her ability and kisses Ryota and says, please, don't forget me, you know? And they end up, like, she ends up flying towards the Valkyria, and she asked him, are you crazy? Do you want to die? And Kuroneko says, you and I are one, so it doesn't really matter anymore, you know? That kind of thing. And by that time, she uses her micro black hole ability, and don't know what happened to the Valkyria and Chisato, but Chisato's pretty much dead. I'm sure of that. And Kuroneko, yeah, like, oh man. She's alive, and Ryota saves her, and realizes Kuroneko forgotten everything. She says, who are you? And I go like, oh no. So I guess, like, if she uses her power, she loses all of her uses so much of her memories. And there's a message about Ryota's uncle saying, there's a miracle about the pills again, you know? Bring them back here when you get this message, period. And Ryota ends up crying, and I go like, oh man, that shattered me. And when the ending's starting to play, there's a lot of scenes about, like, maybe Chisato's followers in the group Hajime. I forgot the name, you know, it starts with an H. I forgot the group name, I'm sorry. And later on there's a grave right there, and it was Kotori, and that tore me apart. I'm like, oh man, that's gotta suck, but it's a tragedy, you know? I can't do anything about it. Kazumi's alive, oh my gosh, she's fully healed. Hana-chan's with her, and Hanazumi's with her, and then Kana-chan is in the wheelchair again, you know? And Kuroneko says it's a somewhat triangle. Oh my gosh, you know, that ending killed me, you know. I expected everyone to be alive in the end, but eventually, like, one of the channels I subscribed told me that she is gonna eventually die, which his theories are all true, you know. And yeah, I gotta say, this was a crazy episode. I was kind of rushed a bit with a lot of information. I'm pretty sure everyone can agree with me on that. Agree or disagree, it doesn't matter. It's just in my opinion. So yeah, this is a wild ride for the series. I loved it very much, you know, even though it had some fan service that I didn't like, you know, and it's still like on my top list, you know. And even though I maybe rushed or something, even though there are many things that should have been like told out in the manga, like people's been telling me, it should have been shown in the anime. But yeah, if anything else, I love this series very, very much, you know. I can't deny that. And if anything else, like I'll give this like a good score, you know. I mean, take a look at my anime list, you know. I put a lot of like updates right there and so forth. And yeah, love this series very much. I hope you loved it too. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video on what's gonna be happening to me very soon with summer 2014. Yeah, and love this series. Hope you loved it too. Hope you loved the reviews I did, even though some of y'all didn't like it, you know. And hopefully you loved my live reaction and this review on episode 12 and the overall process with the thing. And yeah, hope to see you all next time. And Alpha Zero Forum checking out. Bye.